Hi, my name is Ron Jarbs. We're here at Mount Pleasant, Iowa at Barbecue LPQ. I brought a team with me from Dallas Center, Iowa. There's 5 on my team. This is our first one here, so when I got introduced to Arlie Bragg, the promoter of this, and Jim Woodsmall, we joked with them right off the get-go that there are 53 professional teams and we were the one amateur team here. And so this was quite an exciting weekend for us. We participated in all the meat categories: the turkey, the chicken, the ribs, the pork, and the brisket. Not real sure, obviously, how well we've done yet, but we had a lot of fun doing it. We've done these types of cooks at home, but never under the clock. So,
what'd you cook on?
We actually cooked on an old hickory smoker. It's a used one. In fact, we borrowed it for this event. It's pretty nice. It's air conditioning. We got a full kitchen and so forth. So we didn't have to do it the hard way, I guess. So, but as far as knowing about it, I've done some work for Mr. Woodsmall before and associated with him as far as building some of his cars and our cars. I've got a business called Jarbs. He's got Sugar Grove Custom Cars, and together we are in the process of putting up a couple new buildings and assembling some kit cars. Right now we've got 2 Cobras going together from Shell Valley out of Nebraska, and we've got on hand 5 Lotus 7 copy replica cars out of Sarasota, Florida, with another 8 coming in the next couple months.
Pre-sold?
No, speculation. This is something that we feel is up and coming. We've got a new racetrack in Newton, Iowa, which is close to Des Moines. They have a facility there that these Lotus 7s are capable of being a street-driven car as well as taken to the track or autocrossed or raced. So we're thinking we're maybe getting on the leading edge of that. There's other parts of the country, especially in the south, east, that there's quite a few of these around, but in the Midwest there isn't yet. So, and as far as kit cars go, they're quite a bit less expensive than, like, say, the Cobra, but just as comparable. I mean, they'll, as a matter of fact, they'll pretty much outrun a lot of the cars out there on the track. So, like I
What
said,
do you use for the under chassis and drivetrain?
It's a tube, welded tube chassis. We kid with everybody that it's basically a go-kart on steroids. The chassis itself weighs 150 pounds. The car completed weighs about 1,480 pounds, which would be typically half or less of what an everyday, daily driven car is, weight-wise. The engine that we are putting in them is a 3800 V6 supercharged engine out of, like, say, a Buick or a Pontiac Grand Prix. The engine's typically about 300 horsepower, so horsepower to weight ratio is pretty fantastic. And they've got a pretty well weight distribution on them, so they handle very well, ride well. So, a lot of fun to drive. They're just a 2-seater, obviously. So. And we just got started here about 2.5, 3 weeks ago on the assembly of the first 2. We've got one probably about, I'm going to say, 3/4 of the way done right now. Once things get up and going, we get organized pretty well. After the first 2 are done, I look forward to possibly getting about 1 a month done is what we're hoping for.
Do everything in-house?
The only thing that we will farm out to start with will be some of the paintwork, but everything else pretty much in-house, yes. Very little welding has to be done on these particular kits, although we're well set up to do any kind of welding that we need to. But most of it's pretty much done on the chassis. Then everything else is just a matter of choosing whatever engine, transmission, doing all the plumbing, wiring, assembly of suspension, and so forth. So, picking out your own tires, wheels, and that type of things.
Cool. What are you going to retail them for?
The manufacturer that we're purchasing them from, which is Bruton Automotive out of Bradenton or Sarasota area, Florida, with the quality of work that we do and with putting all new components in it as far as the engine and transmission and so forth, he said we should be able to retail them at about $36,000 to $37,000.
Cool. And how do they contact you if they want to buy one?
They can contact us through www.sugargrovecars.com, or they can get a hold of us through Jarbs, which is 515-975 5475. We can be reached at that number just about any time.